How often can you say that you met your best friend at Harry Potter's birthday when you were 12?
Twice.
Twice.
That's it. Hi, I'm Savannah Watson, and you're a nerd.
I'm Jillian Gillen, and you're a bigger nerd. I'm a Ravenclaw. I
Hi.
think.
She's a Ravenclaw. I thought I was one, but
She's
I'm
a Hufflepuff. I'm 17,
I'm 18,
and we met at Harry Potter's birthday when I was 12.
and I was 14.
Every year, Florence Lauderdale Public Library hosts a Harry Potter's birthday celebration.
The 2019 event will be held on Friday, July 12th, and will include crafts, trivia, Quidditch, and more.
It was my first Harry Potter's birthday. I think they had one or two in the previous years, and I was in the 5th grade, I think. I had just read, I think, the first 5 books, so I was fresh into this, wearing, like, homemade costume, if you can say that even. And I walk in, and I see a girl and her brother being goofballs at the front of the room, pretending to do spells at each other. When they were dueling, McLean, her brother, had, like, thrown a spell at her, and she went, "You can't use that spell! I already used Protego!"
Hey, it's a shield charm, so, I was within my rights.
I'm a very reserved person, so it takes a lot to pull me out of my shell, but back in the days when Miss Savannah over here wasn't so reserved, she immediately just started talking to me, and so I kind of found my friend for the event, because I went alone. So I hung out with her the whole time, and I guess however many years later, 5 years later, we're still best friends.
Yeah.
I think we exchanged numbers, and then we both started regularly coming to teen program events. But technology was definitely a big role in us staying in touch.
My favorite thing to talk about when I talk about Harry Potter, besides everything, is the first time I read them was because I was a spiteful and very stubborn child. It was the end of 1st grade, and our school librarian, I did not live here, it was a very different place, and she told me when I brought up the first Harry Potter book, she said, "That's not on your level, you can't read that. It's too advanced." And I said, "Watch me," and then I went home and begged my mom for a month until she bought me the entire set, and I was stubborn enough that I read all of them and was like, "Ha! I did it!" So that was the beginning of a long, long road of nerdiness. And I was hooked on Harry Potter, not just out of spite, but because the characters were so relatable to me, and so many aspects of the novels hit close to home, and it had these beautiful messages of love and family and finding your own type of family, because sometimes you aren't born into a family that loves and accepts you, or sometimes you just need a different type of family than the one you were given.
It's a series that you read, even if you don't read it growing up, it's a story that you grow up with. So once you've read it, you can go back and you'll get a whole new life lesson that'll apply to something that just happened yesterday. And you'll read it again 10 years later and same thing. It's a story that you never stop learning from. It's just so many fun activities that kind of give you a glimpse of the wizarding world of Harry Potter that you just can't get, and you're surrounded by people who won't judge you because they're there for the exact same reason. They're there to have fun and love Harry Potter and not be judged. So it's just a grand old time, and I think it's one of the only places you'll get to see teenagers and adults just put on a Harry Potter robe, maybe some glasses, draw a little lightning scar on their head.
I have to wear these, I'll have you know.
So do I.
Okay, well,
Anyway, put on some fake glasses and just have fun, not worry. You want your chocolate frogs, you want your butterbeer, you want crafts and good people, show up on July 12th. While supplies last, restrictions may apply. You must do certain activities.
Plus, we'll be there so you can come up to us and be like, "Wow, look at these nerds that we saw in a video."
Yeah, those are the 2 girls.
Yep.
Those are them.
Yep. We'll be in costume.
I'm really tall. It's hard to miss.
I am not tall, but I'm loud at points. So you'll probably hear me before you see me.
By the way,
I named my cat after her.
So she had a cat named Jilly/Jillian. And so meet your best friend at Harry Potter's birthday.
Maybe, if you're lucky.
you'll get a cat.
Or at least one named after you.
Wow.
Ta-da!
The thumbnail.
Hufflepuffs and Ravenclaws can be friends.
Yeah.
Ha!